Good morning, everybody. How you doing? It is Rosanna channeling RozyGlow. The frequency of divine grace seems to be affecting my hair these days and everything. Unicorns are popping up everywhere. I don't know. It's like a unicorn breeding ground round here. So funny because if you actually check out Enjoy Yoga Facebook page, one of my regulars, Rick, who doesn't get the unicorn thing, has had a bit of a unicorn revelation because I took a unicorn in with me someone gifted me a unicorn, you know those stress ball things, but it was a unicorn. So I decided on Monday to start playing a game. Hello, welcome those who are joining, of getting the unicorn thrown around the room to someone else in the class who's doing the yoga, just to bring them into the present moment. So it's like unicorn magic. Anyway, this was just an impromptu thing that just came about out of my curiosity and joy for life. And he just sort of looked really perplexed, and he was like, this is really weird because I never see unicorns, and I actually have a unicorn in my pocket. Hello, those who are joining. And basically he's lost his keys, so his daughter has a unicorn on her keyring. Anyway, I'm like, you're going to start seeing unicorns everywhere now. This is it. You've been unicorn tagged. He sends a photo through the group yesterday, the Enjoy Yoga group that I have on WhatsApp. Basically, he went to play darts, and on the dart ring it said unicorn on it. I honestly, you cannot make this stuff up. They're everywhere. And if you're wondering what the whole message about unicorns is, because I know the media's totally run away with it, it is basically about healing the soul. So when our souls are ready to heal, move beyond the brain into the heart trust, that's what it's about. And this is a segue into the prayer today, because this is very much inspired by my lovely cat Lavender. Many of you who know my cat know me from all the years that I've been doing stuff online. She's basically always been involved in the healing work that I do. So whether it was pregnancy yoga classes or online meditations, and she's had this weird growth on her head that just doesn't seem to be wanting to get better at the moment. And yesterday it seemed like another tiny little bump appeared, which is how this big one started. And you know, when you're like, okay, am I preparing for something I don't really want to prepare for here? And it really put me in, sorry about that. Yeah, it put me into a spin of negativity of, you know, when you don't want to deal with something and you're thinking, do I have to go to the vet? Do I have to put it down? All that horrible stuff. So for now, I've had a conversation with her soul and just said, whatever you want is fine by me. And also that I'm asking anybody who watches this to see her healed, to see her well and happy, surrounded by soft pink light and emerald green light, knowing that she has the right to stay or to go as she wishes. She's 15 years old. She's had a good life. We've loved her loads and loads and loads. I love her to bits. My daughter loves her to bits. We'd like her to be well, though, because it's this irritation she's had that is so awful. So you'll see how it comes through in the prayer now, okay? Good morning, diamonds. In aligning with the ascension paradigm, we own that the face of fear distorts what appears to be real as we make sense of our world. The way it grips means rather than trust in what is yet to come. Change is growth, and often requiring the letting go of old ways of being in this world. People and pets and stuff we hold. The shedding of skin is transformational relief from the burden of old stories we hold in our cellular memories. So use forgiveness, forgiving. What do you want? Forgiving, to heal the wounds that itch and scratch and don't seem to want to be healed. Accept that death is part of rebirth and allow what is done to return to the earth, so our souls can return to the stars. I am a divine miracle. I am free will aligned with love. I am that I am. That's for my beautiful, lovely cat, Lavender, just asking her soul to let me know what she wants, and also this shedding of skin, so that, you know, those irritations, those wounds that just don't heal. We all have them, emotional, psychological, sometimes physical wounds. Like, we just itch and itch and itch and itch, and they just get irritated, but they never heal. And the forgiving, what do you need to heal? Asking the question, what do you need to heal? Very often it is the acceptance of the unhealed aspect that brings the healing. So that's the irony. I'm going to share the prayer again. Good morning, diamonds. In aligning with the ascension paradigm, that's the new earth, we own that the face of fear, false evidence appearing real, distorts what appears to be real. As we make sense of our world, the world around us, reality bubble, The way it grips means pain persists. Rather than trust in what is yet to come, change is growth and change is good, offering requiring the letting go of old ways of being in this world, people and pets and stuff we hold. The shedding of skin is transformational relief from the burden of old stories we hold in our cellular memories. So use forgiveness to heal the wounds that itch and scratch and don't seem to want to be healed. Accept that death is part of rebirth. Allow what is done to return to the earth, so our souls can return to the stars. I am a divine miracle. I am free will aligned with love. I am that I am. Every time we step into something new, there is the dying of the old. And I actually had these pangs of grief the other night as I thought about how my life changed on my 40th. Literally, it was like a pivotal watershed moment, right? Life before 40, life after, totally different. And I remember how many nights I spent in my hot tub outside my place, looking out at the sea, just thinking, wow, this is so beautiful. I'd really love someone to share this with. I'm the queen of my castle. I live at the top of the hill. It felt like the Seven of Cups in the tarot cards, if you know what I mean by that. And that's, I was there to see all the choices, the panoramic view of what was available to me, and then to decide what really mattered to me and what I really wanted. And now I'm kind of in between worlds. I've got my place, I've got my partner's place, sort of between the worlds. And this is like a totally different energy. You haven't got those views. You haven't got that vista. You are basically, well, there's a fairy ring in Ian's garden is the way I'd describe it. And also the house is called the Anchorage. So it's like a safe harbour for vessels. And I know this is a place for, without sounding completely mental, extraterrestrial activity of the most sort of high frequency as possible. I've had loads of dreams about it. So did lots of cleansing around the place yesterday. But it's a different life. It's a different life. I don't have if I'm here, I'm not with my hot tub overseeing this beautiful view that for a long time I wondered when it would ever change, when I'd be with someone, when I'd be doing something different. But I got to that place of utter fulfillment in myself, like really feeling good in me before this shift happened. And I knew I was okay, whatever happened. I knew I didn't need anyone or anything. And I'd be making a choice into a different life if I did that. But now looking back, those times have passed. And it's like, we can recreate it, but it's a different time now. And actually, there's something to be said for a bit of shelter and not being in complete, elemental exposure. Like everything has a benefit and everything has a cost. So it's aligning with what is most auspicious, most beneficial to you right now in your life right now. And that really, really helps to allow us to hold lightly that which we have. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. Very inspired by life. Remember, if you're watching this, there's some retreats coming up. I'll just give you the dates again. If you want to go deep diving with me, like really deep diving, like amazing plant medicine based weekend, 7th to the 9th of June, 7th to the 9th of June. That's actually coming in at £500 now per person, not 600, and it is very powerful. It's going to be, think of a weekend, think of getting the experience of a month's rest in a weekend, and you've got the idea because of how much it's going to shift you. And then the end of summer party, so the rest and restore, what I would call the sort of celebration weekend, which we're going to have a big party as well, that people can just come to the party if they want. It's going to be the 27th to the 29th of September, and these are both in the UK, in Henfield. And then we will have a Rise retreat for those of you who've either done Fearless or Conceive with Ease or are Rise members in Portugal. Dates to be announced because we've just had to move them around a little bit, but probably early October. Yes, that's probably the answer. So yes, if you watch this and you're interested, please do let me know and I'll send you details. If you are able to see my cat, happy and healed, Lavender, just happy and healed and just so surrounded by love, whether she decides to move on in spirit or to stay in her physical and recover and repair is up to her. But anyone who has animals they love knows how I feel right now. So thank you all so much. Take care. Have a beautiful and blessed day.